Welcome to my YouTube channel. Formulation of electrodynamics is through vector calculus. So without understanding vector calculus, it is not possible to understand electrodynamics. So in vector calculus, there is a term called operator, which is indicated by del or angle or by the triangle. This is the symbol of del. It is a mathematical entity which acts on some field, either scalar field or vector field, and give scalar or vector as output. So there is operator del which is acting on a field and will give some scalar field is vector. It's called gradient of t. Gradient of t and output will be vector. T is a scalar field. Scalar field. And this del operator also has component, three component, like del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and it is identical to the three component of coordinate axis x, y and z. So del x is equal to del by del x, del y is equal to, this is del y, and del by del z, this is del z. It tells that what is del by del x? It is rate of change of some field t in the direction x. Same way del by del y, it is the rate of change of some field in the direction y. Same way del by del z, it is the rate of change of some field in the direction z. So this is the meaning of this del operator. It operates on something, or it tells the rate of change of some field in specific direction. And this is the three component of this del operator: del by del x, del by del y and del by del z. This delta is a vector operator. It is a vector operator. Vector operator. And we can combine two vectors with the help of dot product. So del dot t is another vector, delta operator is another vector, which we will get del by del tx, del by del ty. So del x tx plus del y ty plus del z tz. This is the dot product, or del by del x plus del by del y plus del by del z dot tx plus ty plus tz, and we will get a scalar. And this is called divergence of t. This is first operation. We can perform some operation with the help of operator. Second operation is curl. Del cross t, and it tells about the rotation of the field. And it is also a vector. So curl of t is a vector, and the component will be del curl of t in the z direction is del x by hy, del y by del x ty minus del y tx. This is the component of curl of t in the z direction. Same way, curl of t in y direction, del x by tz minus del z by ty. Same way, in the x direction, which is y tz minus del z ty. This is x. So there is three component of this curl vector, and third operation is gradient, grade t or delta t, which is a vector. So we can perform three kind of operation with the help of del operator. Now we can in the summary, this is a vector. Gradient of any field will give vector, and this is a scalar. Divergence of any field will give scalar as output, and curl of any field will give us a vector as a output. So three kind of operation. And now we can use this operator to write Maxwell equation, 4 Maxwell electromagnetic equation. Like first equation is del dot E is charge density divided by epsilon naught. Again, curl of E is del rate of change of magnetic field, negative of the rate of change of magnetic field, and divergence of magnetic field is always 0, and divergence of magnetic field is rate of change of electric field del E by del T plus current density. So these are the 4 electromagnetic equation, Maxwell electromagnetic equation, and we can use operator to write these 4 electromagnetic equation. Now we can use operator or differential equation to write equation of the heat flow. Differential equation of the heat flow. Suppose there is a slab which has two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Temperature of the phase 1 is T2 and temperature of the, so this slab has two surface, and surface 1 has temperature T2 and T1, and T2 is higher than T1. It means heat can flow from T2 to T1. So let us find the thermal energy which is passes through per unit time. So thermal energy J is kappa T2 minus T1 A divided by D. A is the thickness of the, D is the thickness of the slab D, and A is the surface area, and kappa is thermal conductivity. Suppose area has thickness delta A and D is very small thickness called delta S. So we can write kappa delta T temperature difference delta A by delta S, which is J, delta J. Delta J is equal to kappa delta T delta A by delta S. And we know that delta J by delta A is nothing but a heat flow, H. Heat flow is thermal energy per unit area, H is equal to kappa delta T by delta S. Now what is delta T by delta S? Delta T by delta S is rate of change of temperature, rate of change of temperature in the direction S, but delta S is perpendicular to T temperature. It means delta T and delta S has unit of temperature. It means we can write H equal to kappa delta T. If we assume delta S has unit length, then H equal to kappa delta T. It means heat flow is thermal conductivity, coefficient of thermal conductivity multiplied by change in temperature. This is the differential equation of heat flow, and we have used this operator delta to write the heat flow.